avoid the pike pulls, and if any roots come down or stuns come down from Peter, then you do a ton of damage, right? You can obviously you know, you often do end up getting a big advantage. Not in this case. Keen.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. Not actually going to take the Q, and Duckdom did take a turret shot. Perfect's doing a better job of surviving, per se.
So far.
But he's also not farming at all because the lane's pushing away from him. So you've got Canyon up here and far away from it.
Yeah, he needs the XP here. I mean, he needs money and XP, but right now XP is going to give him 6 at least.
Uh-oh, he got hit by that. That is a big problem, as now in a lot of trouble. Perfect just burning. He's just trying to avoid everything. We already have traps set up here, as one more shot could do it, as the grenade will do it, and Ruler will pick up first blood, as Perfect, unfortunately, desperate for XP.
Giving any resources over to help bail him out of that situation either. It means he's just on an island.
Oh, they did not expect this, as Canyon was hiding for so long and Cuz was nearby. But he avoided the scan in the bush, and he was able to get the perfect engagement.
Like, surely he would have gone in by now. True shot barrage here. And he's able to identify 100% they don't know that he's there, even though they're suspecting it.
All right, Chovy. That's how you can utilize the pillar with the Bard.
He's trying to get minions. There's just so much gold going to the wayside here in this game.
Oh, piking around, and we got a Wukong around as well, spinning around right on top of them with a shockwave as well. Cuz with the subjugation still not going to survive. Duro kind of gets that ult off at the very end.
An objective, as they are trying to deny one at the same time, speaking of objectives, but there's just not enough KT here. There's too much Gen.G.
They absolutely cannot. He has to flash away, as they were just hanging around in the river, maybe trying to deny the dragon, but that was not going to happen unless he steals it.
Oh, so very close. Good reaction from the dragon.
They did, yeah. It's not double dragon. Uh-oh. Oh, that was very close. Duckdom would have been in a lot of trouble. As now, trading back here decently. The Temper Fate does come in. Only hits the pike, though. As grenade does go forward. 4th shot into Peter. As Ruler going to open up now, and there's not really much that Peter and his friend can do here. Just going to have to magical
press and T sometimes.
I think it's very fun. Oh, hooked over the wall. Magical Journey also over the wall, just in the other direction. Big banana brush control being taken here. There's no objective at the moment. They just want to take over the blue buff jungle of Cuz, and they will be successful at doing that. The spike comes down. As Perfect is down 2 levels to Chovy, who really wanted to go for that kill, but probably smartly does not. As Temper Fate going to come out, but the hook's still going to go off for the 4th shot. Gets it done. Peter is dead in his first game of Bard.
That looked really funny. It almost looked like Ruler Gale forced him for a second there, and I got
so many pings up here in the top lane. Chovy has checked 3 of the brushes. Will he check number 4? Yes, he will, but it might not matter as the root comes down. There's 4 people here. Shockwave used. He will flash away, but the pillar saved, and the chomp does come in.
BDD would have loved to have that gold. Still decent on a trundle there. Chovy does get got. He did his due diligence, but he didn't realize they were alcove gamers all along.
He could have sent that ball over the wall. The ball over the wall! The ball over the wall! Wow, okay, that was pretty cool. Pike also very good at, you know, roaming around, piking around in his case, just like the Bard, so having a big map impact.
And then like what the feats of strength are. We're still explaining that. Probably by maybe next year we won't do it anymore, but
I can get pretty close, actually.
Yeah, why didn't
I'm pretty good at it.
Why didn't you though?
I mean, I have before. I just don't want to, you know, don't want to overdo it.
Yeah, you think we have a long series ahead of us here?
Yeah, there's a lot of time left in this, so I don't want to annoy people too early. You know, it's only the end of game 1, which is definitely going to go 3 games for sure. Does KT come back on blue side? Surely.
I mean, looking at it, it's hard to explain this game in terms of like what KT can do. I mean, what they can do is deny a charge.
It's a big shockwave. They just ran over that ball. Keen has taken so much damage for seemingly no reason. We also did have a fight in mid as a kill went down onto Duckdom. Peter also died down there. And Ruler's really enjoying his life right now.
He's just watching Keen. Hold on. Anyway, this was a Herald Maxer.
He calls it. He's like, all right, I'm going to like do a little wrap around because of the Bard ult.
Let's watch Bard. Shockwave. Maybe.
But it looked like he had enough health to live, but either way, he did not, as we saw.
KT can't see a whole lot. We didn't see what happened there, so we're just kind of vicariously living through them in this case.
Yeah.
I'm sure Peter knows how he died, although he probably doesn't want to. Second death of the game has not made the impact on this Bard for this comp that I think they were looking for. As Equalizer here to maybe set up for a potential flank, but Gen.G just bail out of the situation. They're not going to stay, they're not going to overstay their welcome. And Tier and KT are just trying to leapfrog Vision forward. That one ward, that's all they got. That's all they got.
Yeah, the hook is going to sail wide. Keen really trying to get the angle on his ult here. Let's see the turn. The Temper Fate just totally sailing wide onto Keen, and it was only Keen. Hook comes forward. That's onto the jungler. They're trying to take out Cuz.
Unsuccessful, though.
The damage is going to stop, though, on the... Oh, they're just going to go and chomp it and steal it away, as now Gen.G, they want to go for the follow-up fight here, because is seemingly incapable of dying, as now Chovy's going to go down. Ruler as well. And KT, a big fight here on the comeback.
Realmort for the chase, as BDD does not have flash, gets the heal. Equalizer miss.
Ooh. All right, they're really desperate to get more. They really want to cash in on this fight, but they're not going to be able to do quite as much as they would like.
Still, flash steal play from Cuz is massive. They win the fight. And now suddenly a 4,000 gold gets cut in half, down to 2,000. KT rolls for some signs of life here. And it all starts with Peter putting that T1 logo on the ground with the Bartle, reminding Gen.G that they 2-0'd T1 last week. And I think that was the winning play. Peter can do no wrong, man.
Absolutely.
He put the fear in them.
They're still hiding in the jungle. Canyon did not expect that, as he is burning down quite a bit, but he's actually going to get away, I believe. Peter pretty fast.
Cuz with the Hex Gate,
how far can he run? This is insane. Disengage cone, but the subjugate thankfully going to take him down. As meanwhile, okay, Thuro just going to put an end to that noise and take out Peter.
Yeah, it's in the objective, as we do have that Dragon Main taken alive. I thought we had a fight, so that freaked me out. But the later fight here as well, Realm Warp was there for the chase. If they just let this turret go but don't take a bad fight, and then BDD gets death cap, I mean, he's bad for them. Or if KT baits out like Canyon's ult, I think they will be happy to just say, well, we have 3 Drakes, you have 1, we'll trade. But until then, they are looking for the big prize here. The Hextech Soul basically seals the deal for them in this game.
Yeah.
Bit of a zoom out here.
Trying to do the blue buff with 18 seconds left until this Drake is spawning.
Yeah, needs to join up, but
he's going to get the buff for the whole team at least right before the fight begins, so
it's pretty big.
There is that.
Keen on the flank.
Oh, they're just going to come in and wrestle control of this banana brush. And so KT just immediately have to back away, and that's going to give potential flank angles to Keen.
I think KT should slow play this. Just play around the Tempered Fate defensively. Make Gen.G come to you. Maybe set up for the Equalizer combo. I mean, the angles here are so good for Perfect, but he's waiting. He's so patient with this.
Yeah. So what KT's comp does very well is accept the pressure and back away. But they haven't been able to set up on an objective and actually fight like that so far. So this will be their opportunity.
Playing around this Rise side lane is so good. Here comes the engage from Gen.G.
All right, Equalizer comes down. Chovy's just incredibly low already, as now Keen has to flash away, but they just gave up the Hextech Soul, Cuz not even able to get in there. The Shockwave for the disengage, and they get out. Gen.G got away with murder there, essentially, as now the exhaust comes down on the Canyon. He is going to decoy away. As Gen.G, now they're the ones that can kite because they have Hextech Soul.
Exactly. I think that's why they went back in there for a potential Cyclone engage. Canyon's like, look, this is really no loss to us. There's no inherent risk. Can just head straight to Baron. They are going to reset now. They're non-teleport champions, so it looks like we're not going to be starting that up just yet, as Peter does have some friends nearby.
He's taking a lot of free damage.
But, I mean, look, they got a bunch of side laning done, like BD, got that turret. So may have a fight here. Keen.
Yeah, Ducktop and Cuz a little bit caught out. Keen gonna go golden with the Bard. Tempered Fate there. So he gets out. Just a bit of poke, and already the Hextech Soul is...
And I just don't see KT being able to get in here for a contest. Cuz with no flash, there is just no way.
BDD's level 18 at least. We'll see if that's enough, as Gen.G will slightly pull off of the Baron. Not going to take any damage from that, and looks like it might just come down to a flip as Cuz is going to get in the pin, and he swipes it down! KT, an opportunity here.
BDD on the flank still.
Still on the flank. You saw that Gen.G wanted to go in on the turn, but King getting a little bit too low, and they're just going to have to give that Baron away.
They give
with the steal for themselves.
I mean, like, you could see KT were like, can we get more? And then they're like, we'll be happy with just a bunch of resets because we got Baron buff. That's outer turret in mid. And maybe they go with Flash Cyclone because BDD is just lurking on the edge. Look at this. Stick's still not a big threat if you can't use it to threaten constantly on objectives like this.
Well, there's the threat as Cuz moves forward. The Temper Fade not going to hit anything, even with the pillar.
They get the subjugate as well, but Cuz going to look to use a Baron.
KT at range and never overcommitted. And with the Hextech Soul.
Cannon on the flank.
Yeah, I say that. Here comes Cannon. The Temper Fade already utilized, and now he can't use it on the defense. Peter is just dead. And the damage has been done. The Equalizer does basically nothing, only hits the clone. And the Elder is live.
All right, this is where we're going to have to see some fancy movement from Cuz. Still no flash back up. He's going to have to walk his way in again.
Oh, they have control of Banana Brush. They're just going to turn here. Perfect is dead. After the Zhonya's, of course, as down he will go. Duro takes that money to the bank.
Knockdown's poke starting to stack up here, but it's not alone enough. BDD is going to have to come for the flank.
He's just going to have to send it, I think. They can't lose the Elder, but now the turn coming in. But look at the damage. Duro is down.
It's
already. Chovy nearly going to go down low, but the Shockwave BDD had to just run at them, and they kited it out perfectly. As BDD goes down, they don't quite have the damage. Ruler is hunting. And, well, Cuz he's going to try to get out of here, but he gets Elder down instead. And Gen.G, they were walking a tightrope this entire game. Finally, they broke it open.
Until Chovy slammed his fingers closed in a tight fist with a shockwave that kills BDD. Takes him out of that fight. He was so close to saving this game. He spent a lot of time inside. He was waiting, biding his time for that one big moment. But Chovy said no. Gen.G say no. And they will win this game that felt like they won long ago. KT made it close. Cuz and BDD made it close, but it's not enough in the end.
That's definitely not, as Peter once again going to go down. Unfortunately, not the bar performance I was hoping for from this player. He'll have to go back to the practice room for that one, as Gen.G will take game number 1.